Zanies, the day is finally here, and I dare say that for most of us, today is like Christmas in the middle of summer. We have new jobs to include the postal worker, hospital worker, gas station worker, and of course the farmer. We also have new cars, new guns, new game passes, the car wash, servers, and a whole lot more that I can't even discuss in this short intro. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so now because you're not going to want to miss any of these videos. Alright Zanies, so here we are back in emergency response Liberty County, exploring the summer update. There's so much to cover that there's really no time to try to come up with a logical way of doing this. So in order to get you back into the game and playing for yourself, this will be an ERLC Summer Update full guide style video, and the videos that will follow over the next few days will be videos of me actually playing and spending a day in the life of each new role, and of course exploring all the new features. We're going to begin by reminding everyone that ERLC is now free. I'm going to say this one more and final time. Emergency Response Liberty County is now free. Now then, let's very quickly jump into these jobs and take a look at what these look like. So let's look at the role-playing jobs, and they're placed right down here at the bottom where all the other jobs used to be. Looks like the postal worker, that might be the tanker, that's the doctor obviously. I don't see the farmer. Am I missing something here? Okay, so let's see what it says. In Liberty County, there are many jobs you can work as a civilian. Working at a job will give you extra pay, job tools, uniforms, vehicles, and roleplay. Some jobs have special tasks you can complete, and other jobs allow you to roleplay as you wish. Jobs are not teams. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, continuing here, you must be on the civilian team to start the job. You must drive to the job location and walk inside to start working. You can set a map waypoint on the right. Alright, and I'm already liking the way this has been set up, and for those of you that don't know, don't forget that if you zoom out just a little bit, you should be able to look around and find the waypoint, and there it is for me, okay? Do you see that little yellow drop pin? That is where my waypoint is at to go be the farmer, so let's head that way now. Pulling up to the first job, the farmer job. I already see a station that is calling my name. Let's walk up to it. All right, and we are going to start the farmer job. Jobs allow you to roleplay in Liberty County. Some jobs have tasks you can complete, while others allow you to create your own role plays with the provided tools and uniforms. Vehicles are available for most jobs. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. You will be given job points and increased paychecks while working jobs. Yes, this is exactly what I've been wanting, Zany. So let's go ahead and start the job, and congratulations, worker, you're hired. You can now roleplay as you wish on the job by using the tools, uniforms, and vehicles. If you ever get lost or want to quit this job, click this briefcase button at the top right of your screen. All right, that is great to know. So I see the briefcase icon. We're not going to click that just yet. Let's look at the vehicles, and looks like a farm tractor 5100M. You know we got to spawn that bad boy real quick, and it does appear as if my avatar, sorry, I didn't catch that, but let me get out of the tractor here. It does appear as if my avatar has adopted a new style. Look at this. I do like the uniform. Obviously, I do wish my hoodie would disappear, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. And the tractor, I imagine that L is going to engage lights. It is, and we do have that hitch in the back. And along the bottom on the quick toggle bar, you guys can also see that I've been given new tools. I now have a garden tool, a rake, and a shovel. So let's employ some of these new tools here and see what can be done. Oh, and it looks like I'm just simply raking stuff, right? Doesn't really appear like I'm gathering much of anything, but I get the point here. So let's go to number 8, which is my rake. And same thing here. It looks like I'm sort of just raking stuff. I don't see any indicators on the map that would prompt me to believe that I need to be going after something specifically, right? Do you guys not see anything as well? Yeah, okay, so I sort of already walked around the barn. I'm not really seeing much of anything. And again, this is really a full guide. I'm not trying to get into every single job just now, but I see something upstairs before I switch jobs. Looks like we have, oh, and it's just the clothing. Can we switch clothing? No, it doesn't appear like we can. Okay, but maybe that will come in the future. All right, Zanies, well, that's the farmer job for the time being. Let's quickly switch on over to the postal worker now. And before I completely pull into the post office, I just want you guys to know that whatever vehicle you're driving is going to be replaced by the vehicle of whatever team you're on, okay? So keep that in mind, Zanies, because I had to drive my tractor into the post office. So let me walk into the post office, and oh my goodness, look at this. I like it. Amazing looking building. Let's jump into the circle here. Oh, maybe I gotta quit my old job. Yes, let's quit the job. Awesome. Now we're going to start this job. And same thing here. No need to read this again. You guys get the point. Got it. And once again, my avatar is now in the official Postal Worker uniform. Pretty good looking. Pretty amazing. And in the future, I am going to find a way to get this orange hoodie off my avatar just because I don't like the way it looks when I'm shooting in the team. So let's spawn the vehicle here. All right. And maybe if we head back inside and see if we can collect some mail. And here we go. Hold E to collect mail. Check your map for mail delivery locations. Packages have been picked up. All right. And already just quickly exiting the post office. No need for me to look around. I can already see the drop pin there. And my vehicle is right around the corner. And before I switch over to the next team, let's go deliver some packages. I'm only going to go to the nearest one because it was quite literally around the corner from the post office. I just want to see what the interface sort of looks like. I imagine I'm going to walk up. Yep, I'm going to walk up and it's going to say deliver package. So this is number 4, and in the quick toggle bar, you could see mail 4. So that's going to be number 8 for me. And I'm going to press E, successfully delivered. Awesome. I love it, Zanies. All right, so I think this one's very straightforward. No need to spend an infinite amount of time on this. Let's jump on over to the hospital worker. As I was pulling up to the hospital, I remembered that the hospital building received a completely new redesign, so I decided to get out of my vehicle and sort of walk this to really get the full effect here and appreciate the new hospital for what it is. I see the indicator all the way in the back, which is calling my name for a job, and I see the area. So let me walk over to it. Same thing here. We're going to start the job, and I got it. I now have my white coat and my scrubs. So let's see here. Okay, all right, awesome. I get it. I see number 9 in the quick toggle bar is the stethoscope. So we're going to pull that up, and then I also get an otoscope, and then obviously a clipboard. Pretty cool. So what do I do though? Like, what else can I do? Maybe I have to wait for a patient to come in. I'm not completely sure. Let me walk around the hospital real quick just to make sure that I'm not missing any side assignments. But this very well could be a job that I have to sort of wait for other players to join the server, or as they say in the message when you first join, this is probably one of those jobs that strictly relies on nothing more than just role playing. So that could be it. Let's go check out the hospital though. Alright, Zanies, and I'm pretty sure I just walked the entire hospital at least once. I didn't find any additional indicators, so for the time being, I'm not going to explore this too much more. I don't want to make this video too long. Again, this is just your guide to help get you started. I'm going to jump into the next job, but if you guys have your own tips and tricks before I start making these other videos, let me know in the comments below. And very similar to what I did last time, Zanies, I was driving. You guys can see my vehicle is still there. However, the gas station got a bit of a facelift, not a tremendous one, but now we do have a sign in the exterior that indicates what the current fuel cost is. And for those of you that don't know, the fuel cost will vary between locations. That means that the price you see here is not the same price you see here. Let's walk into the convenience store here and get our job and start working this. Once again, cool new uniform. I'm sort of digging it. And I imagine that if I go through the store, yes, the spawn the vehicle option is now here. And with the fuel tanker spawned and ready to go, let's go try to get into some action here, driving this bad boy around. Is it going to be my job to refill other gas stations? It doesn't appear to be. I don't see an option to engage the fuel tanker in any other way, and it is driving kind of stiff. So for those of us that were thinking that maybe this was going to be on a hitch, it most definitely isn't, okay? It is a straight, fully attached vehicle. There is no give in that center joint. So just keep that in mind when you're making some of these turns. It's not going to be the semi-tractor slash motion that maybe I was expecting. And since I'm not able to find a secondary task as a gas station worker, before I transition over to the new civilian guns, I'm going to remind you that in the quick toggle bar, when you're working as the gas station worker, you're also going to find the foam brush. This will allow you to give on-the-spot car washes to other players for free that maybe don't want to go through the car wash. So just keep that in mind. This may actually work as an additional task that will give you money. I don't know, I haven't confirmed, so please don't take my word for it. In the gun store now, Zanies, a quick note about the guns. Just keep in mind that all the old gun models have been completely removed and replaced with the new guns, alright? So let's walk up to the counter and take a look at the new guns. We have the Beretta M9 for $900. Beretta is a classic, and I personally have a love-hate relationship with this gun IRL. Over to the next weapon, the M14 for $2,000, a staple in American history. The same thing can be said about the Colt M1911 for $1,200, which is interesting because $1,200 is about some of the prices that you'll find a Colt 1911 for. Some of the lower end models, I should say. Because for those of you that don't know, and I'm really just going on a tangent here, a 1911 is one of the most sought after handguns in America, not only because of the reliability, but just the way you can customize these weapons. It's completely unreal. The AK-47 for $2,250, I think that's a classic in any game that has guns. The Lamont Revolver for $1,000, and just very quickly keep in mind that this is only for paid supporters, okay? The Remington 870 for $1,900. I actually don't know too much about this gun, but just looking at it, it looks like a pump action style weapon. Over to the Remington MSR for $1,600. This is probably going to be the only weapon I'm going to use and test out before I move on to the next topic. And the PPSH-41 for $1,900. Very cool looking gun, obviously drum fed. Over to the Scorpion, which I also believe is a staple in any Roblox game that has guns, for $1,400. Bravo developers, well done on all the weapon systems, and also thank you for not making these prices astronomical. I do believe that the prices are more in keeping with what one should expect, and they're also fairly priced, so thank you for that. And like I said, I do want to check out the Remington MSR just because it looks like a sniper rifle, and if it is a sniper rifle, I want to see how the scope is being employed in the game itself. Oh, and unfortunately, you can't use a scope when you're in third-person view, so don't forget that you do have to zoom all the way in, and then at this point, you should be able to employ the scope. Yeah, look at that. All right, that's pretty cool. And you know, my car is parked right behind me, that red Mustang there. I'm gonna run all the way up to one of these small hills here, and I'm gonna side in. I'm gonna see if I can shoot out the tire. So let me zoom in here. Oh, and the glare of the sun is probably gonna get me. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, and I don't see the bullet action, which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, I wasn't expecting it to. But it's something interesting though. If you let me zoom back in here, and oh, am I losing it? There we go. You could see the muzzle flash, which is funny because you could see the muzzle flash off to the right, but the scope is off center to the left, so that's pretty comical. I mean, in real life, that's obviously not the way it would work, and again, don't ask me how I know, but believe me when I tell you that you most certainly cannot see muzzle flashes through a scope, so there's that. And one final note, Zanies, because I'm in my own private server, and because I already had the M249 Game Pass, that means that I automatically got the Lamont Revolver, the Remington MSR, and the PPSH-41. These are all part of the Game Pass or as part of the paid supporter incentive only. So if you didn't already have the Game Pass, you are gonna have to buy the new Big Guns Game Pass. So just keep that in mind, alright, Zanies? And since my Mustang was already conveniently parked right outside the gun store, I'm gonna go get this car as dirty as I possibly can. I'm gonna drive through all the dirt roads that I know of, and then I am gonna zoom in, I'm gonna take a quick look at it, and I'm gonna head on over to the car wash. I should also make another note that your car will only be dirty on the civilian team. Yes, you heard correctly. Your car will only get dirty if you're on the civilian team. This was something that was confirmed by the developers themselves, and this is due to nothing more to the fact that there's some kind of glitch behind the scenes with the way the decals are rendered in all the other vehicles in all the teams. So I don't know if it's just me, but I think I can see my car sort of kind of getting dusty, maybe, kind of. No, not really. As we're pulling up to the car wash, I gotta tell you, Zanies, when I first started shooting, what I did is I took this driveway off to the right, thinking that the car wash sort of wrapped around behind the gas station and you would exit to the front, but no, you actually have to enter through the front and then exit through the back. I guess that sort of makes sense, but for whatever reason, I had it envisioned a completely different way in my mind, and as I said, the car wash will cost you $10, and we're going to accept, and now can I drive in? And here we go. All right, nice. I like this, and the car is moving itself, Zanies. I'm not driving the car, it's on those automatic rails, And just like that, my car is now clean. But again, I don't think I did a very good job at collecting dust, so my car really wasn't that dirty to begin with. And now that I find my way back at civilian spawn, let's talk about the paid access supported perks that we were all speculating about. It turns out that some of us were right. All of us that thought we were going to get some kind of exotic vehicle or a luxury vehicle, that's exactly what we got. I am really surprised by this. The vehicle we all ended up getting was a Mercedes C-Class, which, hey, I'm not going to complain, but you know, a C-Class, I mean, that's the equivalent of a Honda Civic if you're buying into the Mercedes brand. No offense to anyone that owns a Mercedes C-Class, but let's be real here. The Mercedes C-Class is a poor man's Mercedes. And again, please, nobody take offense to that. That's just my personal opinion. The Mercedes C-Class is a pretty slick looking vehicle. It looks like they maybe used a 2020, maybe 2021 model. And I do see what Mercedes calls a Pan America style grille, which is a good looking grille. Not my favorite style Mercedes, that's for sure. But nevertheless, Mercedes are beautiful vehicles, and I'm very glad that this is one of the perks for the paid subscribers. Something else we got was the $50,000 in-game cash, which I can't complain about. We also got an infamous game badge, and of course, let's not forget the Lamont revolver that we talked about and saw earlier in the gun store. All in all, we got a total of 4 perks: the Mercedes-Benz, the Lamont revolver, the $50,000 in-game cash, and the game badge. I can't complain, Zanies. Even if all we would have got was a Mercedes, I can honestly tell you, I probably would have been pretty happy. And now that we're back at civilian spawn, there is no better way to end this video than to look through the servers. It looks like some significant amount of XP is needed to join some of these servers, and I don't think that I could join server 3, can I? It requires a total of 10,000 experience points, and I don't think I have that many experience points, and it's not doing anything for me for whatever reason. And as I'm sort of waiting for something to load for me, unfortunately the servers are just not working for me at the time, but I think it might be because I'm going from a private server to an otherwise public server. So let me exit out of this. Let me try one more time from a public server. And it does look like that was the issue, Zanies, because I teleported from a public server into the XP-based servers, and it worked like a charm. It was pretty instant. So I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if that's a bug, but just know that you might have a hard time teleporting from private server into some of the XP-controlled servers. So let's very quickly recap this amazing summer update. We have all new jobs and all new role-playing abilities. We have brand new weapons across the board for all players. We have a new game pass that will give you an additional 2 weapon systems. Don't forget, this is called the Big Guns Game Pass, and this is what you want to buy if you want to use a sniper rifle. Let's also remember that in the course of playing, our cars are now going to get dirty, but this will only apply if you're in the civilian team. Otherwise, do not expect your cars to get dirty at all. Drive them through the car wash at any gas station for a cheap $10 and be on your way with a new vehicle. Speaking of the gas station, don't forget that the gas prices are now dynamic. So if you see different gas prices in between gas stations, that's why. That is to be expected. Make sure you shop around for the cheapest gas possible. And last but not least, I hope all the paid supporters are enjoying the new perks, to include the Mercedes-Benz, the Lamont revolver, their $50,000 in-game cash, and of course, their amazing new game badge. Be on the lookout in the next coming days for full-on videos as I play Emergency Response Liberty County as each new job and each new role. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope all of you enjoyed the ERLC Summer Update full guide. Until next time, long live the Zanies.